Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Angry Ooni of Ife is rumored to have revoked land title deed from a chief with wagging tongue who insisted it was an error to have brought Queen Naomi back the way that Ooni of Ife did. Now, you know that Kabiyesi has, not been taking things lightly with all of these people. Kabiyesi is very upset about the fact that he feels that, these women are doing all of these things that they have been doing because of the support that, they have been enjoying from several of his chiefs. Now, before now, there were so many group of chiefs who were sitting down every day having meeting on top of Queen Naomi's head. The reason why Naomi should not come back until Oni, disbanded all of them, like unbanded. How do you speak this English, sir? Like Oni had to revoke their titles, and that served as a deterrent to them, and a lot of them who were still coming strongly against Olori Naomi retreated. Like they had to retreat because they saw that Oni was not taking things kindly as far as this issue with Queen Naomi as concerned. So right now, when Naomi came back from the US and came back with Princess Tolu to the palace, Kabiyesi ushered Naomi into the royal manor. All hell has been let loose. People are blaming Oni from all corner, as in a minority though, while others are celebrating in their numbers and celebrating the return of Queen Naomi into the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Yes, so it is true that it is not a permanent return for now, that Queen Naomi will still be spending much of her time in the royal mansion. But then again, the beautiful thing is that she can come to her matrimonial home whenever she wants to, whenever she deems fit, which is something that a lot of people had always wanted. Like, this is something that people have prayed for, like so many people prayed for. That was what they wanted to see, and to the glory of God, God has done it. Now, when this issue came out, where there is a rumor also that the CAD conference that caused all the major problems happening in the land of Ile Ife, right now as it is, Ile Ife is boiling over this cat matter, dead cats and all of that, with all of these people plagued in the hospital. They said a chief has come out to fault on his decision to have brought Naomi back into the palace, that this whole thing happened because of Naomi. And Kabiyesi was so irritated, as we are hearing, that how is it possible that you will blame this thing on Olori Naomi instead of blaming it on the people who brought it? Because the last time we checked, Naomi had not done anything. Naomi simply returned back to her matrimonial home like every other reasonable woman would do, okay? Naomi loved this man. They've been together. That's the only man that Olori Naomi has ever known in her life. And you think that she should just walk away because some people don't want her to be there? Who gives them the right? Who tells them that they have the right to tell Naomi where to be and where she shouldn't be? Up to her to make that decision. For somebody like me, whatever Naomi says she wants to do, I will support her regardless. But let's go back to what this is. They said today, not today, they said this man came to the palace and he was wagging his tongue, while others were trying to, have a dialogue with the Ooni of Ife, that he stood up. He was the bold man who stood up to express his dissatisfaction over Ooni's decision to bring Naomi into the royal manor, that everywhere was calm, collected, everything was going smoothly until Naomi came into the picture again, that this is Naomi's fault, that everybody's running kitty kata kata kitty in Ile Ife because of Olori Naomi. Who the hell does Naomi think she is? And all of that. That Oni did the wrong thing. Oni did not consult anybody. That Kabiyesi should have consulted them at least so that they have the right to know that Naomi was returning back. And Kabiyesi said, you have no right to tell me what to do. It's my personal life and this is my wife, and We have a son, we share a son together. So you cannot tell me what to do. It is my life. And they said that was how the Bible started. But Kabiesi got really, really upset and told the man that, you see, that land which I gave to you, I have revoked it in right here. That title deed will no longer from henceforth the title deed will no longer be in your name. I'm returning it back to where it used to be. You do not deserve it. It's not yours. Now, this title deed they are talking about, you do know that Olori Naomi had a land or has a land in Ile-Ife that they were supposed to use to build El Married Ministry. Now, when Ooni of Ife got married, when Naomi said yes to the Ooni of Ife, one of the major things that attracted Ooni of Ife to Olori Naomi was because Naomi is a preacher girl. Ooni of Ife loved that innocence of Naomi. Ooni of Ife was ready to do anything for Olori Naomi. He made a lot of promises to Naomi. One of those promises he made was that Naomi will not have to do what she doesn't want to do. Things like, being a part of rituals and all of that, those traditional things and all of that. And that was when Ebony came in, where Kabiesi said there is going to be somebody who will be taking supporting Naomi with the rituals and all of that in the palace. The second thing he said to Olori Naomi was that he was going to build El Married Ministry in Ile-Ife for Olori Naomi. Their headquarters was going to be right there in Ile-Ife. That was because Naomi said, look, no matter what I do in this world, I must do the work of God because that happens to be what I have been called to do. Whether I marry you or not, I will continue to do the work of God because that is what God has called me to come to this world to do. Oni agreed, and that was when Kabiesi made a promise, allegedly as it is rumored and reported. I wasn't there, okay? I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to them. I'm just a blogger. I get an information, I bring it, I put it on social media. And bear in mind that, of course, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information. And whatever I get on social media, I want to take it with a pinch of salt. They said that was when he made those promises, and he said, Kabiesi, that's the Ooni of Ife, that he was going to build El Married Ministry headquarters for Queen Naomi in Ile-Ife. Then they now bought a very huge land. Now, the land that they bought for Queen Naomi's ministry happens to be, a very, very huge land, so big. Now, around that area, the government of Osun State developed some kind of agricultural project and all of that. They took some people's land and paid them compensation. And this man, this Baba, one of his land was also collected from him. But because of circumstances that didn't fall under whatever, the government did not pay him anything. Other people got money, but he did not get any money. When he cried and cried and cried and cried that was the only land that was left to his family, Kabiesi felt pity for him. You see, because that land was very close to, or is very close to that El Married Ministry that they want to build. They say it was Olori Naomi who said that since it's just one plot of land, that they should take from her church land, which is big enough in hectares, and give to the man, seeing the way that man was crying. And Kabiesi did that for that man. If Naomi had not accepted, they wouldn't have done it. This same Naomi that does not deserve to be in the palace. And so, when this man started wagging his tongue, he forgot the favor that Naomi did him. He forgot the fact that if Naomi had not agreed, Kabiesi wouldn't have done that. Kabiesi would not have approved it. They say when he started wagging his tongue, Ooni of Ife said, you see that land? I'm giving it back to the owner. You know who the owner is? Olori Naomi. That the deed is going to be changed. Going forward, leave the land alone. You have no right whatsoever to say this nonsense. If every other person in this palace so will say something like that, I expected you to be that one person that will stand up for Olori Naomi. You do not deserve to have that land. Go back and meet the government to give you your land and returning it back to the owner. They said that was how Baba started crying and begging. Ejo, Kabiyesi, Ejo, Kabiyesi, Ejo, Kabiyesi, Ejo, Kabiyesi. I said, you people have not seen anything. Because you say Nami will not drink water and drop cup. None of you will drink water and drop cup. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.